Hello, and welcome to this overview of Aqua Data Studio featuring our RedShift platform. Aqua Data Studio is a universal database IDE and visual analytics productivity tool for IT professionals working with data and databases. Aqua Data Studio supports a host of database platforms, almost 30 plus, and it is available on major Windows, Mac OS, and Linux-based operating systems. Aqua Data Studio also supports relational, NoSQL, and cloud-based data sources, making it very easy for capturing your data and also being able to work with the data. Our agenda for today will be as follows. Register a server, query the database, export the query result sets to an Excel spreadsheet, create a visual analytics graph, and finally, to reverse engineer it into a data model. So let's get started. Here in the 30 plus database platforms, today we'll be focusing on Amazon RedShift, and we'll get started here in a few. So let me go to the user interface of Aqua Data Studio. Here you can see I have the Aqua Data Studio user interface open, and I already have established a connection to my Amazon RedShift instance here. So let's go ahead and walk through the process of how you can go ahead and set up a data source. So here what we'll do is, as you would register any other data source, you would go under the database servers, and my best practice is to actually choose a new server group. So I'll choose here AWS RedShift and name it. And within that, I'll go ahead and choose register server. At the very top of the list is Amazon RedShift. So here you can actually go ahead and give your RedShift name. So here I can choose whether I need to have a production, development, or test server. I'll just choose development here in my example. I can also use a tab color that would indicate on which level I'm working with in the query analyzer. Here you will provide your username and password, and this is where you would provide the host name under the location area, and you can get this by logging into the Amazon web console, and you should be able to find that information. Also, you'll have to make sure that your computer can talk to port 5439 in order to communicate with your RedShift database. And finally, please provide the database name that you're trying to connect to. Next, we can go ahead and hit test connection, and you should be able to connect to it. What I've already done is I already have connected to my RedShift instance here, so I'm going to just go ahead and right click and choose connect. And here you can see we have our databases, we have our management, and our security. So if I were to expand the database tree, here you can see I can actually go ahead and look at all of the list of databases I have, as well as some of the users and groups. So in our example here, you could do one of two things. So here I could go ahead and expand the database Aqua, and I can go to the public schema, expand the tables, and here I see my list of tables that are listed. So here I can just as easily right click and choose select top from 1000 rows and go ahead and execute it in my query analyzer. Now that we've learned how to go ahead and connect and also run a query, now let's go ahead and see how easy it is to export this data to an Excel spreadsheet. So what I would like to do is to click on the Excel icon and choose view as Excel spreadsheet. it's going to pop up an Excel spreadsheet here real fast and give me the result set. Next, what I would like to do is to cover the visual analytics feature. The visual analytics feature is a very rich and powerful area within Aqua Data Studio. It helps you to leverage a lot of the analytics capabilities within the tool. So here I can actually go and choose new, the visual analytics workbook. And here, as you would do it with any of the other database platforms, you can drag and drop your data set to the columns that you would like to display and what data you would like to have under the row section, or if you would like to put it under the chart, you can go ahead and do so. So I'm going to go ahead and add the row here, and there you go. That's how easy it was to add this. Now, if I were to go ahead and add and choose a different type of a graph or a chart, I can choose any of these here. And it also gives you the option to view the data right within the Visual Analytics platform. Now, finally, let's go ahead and see how we can reverse engineer an existing Amazon RedShift database. So here I have a database called Aqua. So I can actually right-click and say, go to my Tools menu and choose ER Diagram Generator. And here I can choose my tables that I have. Choose Next. And it goes and brings me my reverse engineered table. Here I've done an example in advance. So here you can see I have a healthcare database, and let me go to this one here. So here you can see I have all of these in a relationship entity diagram, entity relationship diagram, and that should give you an idea as to how easy it is to build these. In summary, Aqua Data Studio provides extensive capabilities to improve the productivities of database developers, analysts, and database administrators. It helps you to connect to almost 30 plus databases, helps you to perform SQL query development, data visualization, database administration, and much more. For more details, please feel free to download a free trial at aquafold.com. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out at sales@aquafold.com. Aquafold is now an IDERA company, so feel free to send us your questions. And I would like to thank you for your time.